All right, I'm going to give you the directions today for the M+M Lab. Okay, so first you should have this paper. You should have picked it up from the back of the room in Station 2. Okay? We are trying to answer a question here with our lab today. The question is, which color of M&M is the most plentiful in the pack? You need to form a hypothesis. I have already filled in most of the words for you. You just have to fill in which one you think is going to be the most plentiful and the words if and then into the statement. Okay? So let's say we fill it out, say if I count each color of the M&Ms in a bag, then whichever color you choose will be the most plentiful in the bag. Okay, so you're going to write yourself a hypothesis, right? Whatever color you think you'd fill in there. Then you need to set up your data tables for observations. This paper is going to get glued onto page 14 in your ISN, and the data tables are going to go on page 15 in your ISN. So I'm going to get to my ISN here. Make sure that when you go to set up the data tables that you use a ruler. Okay? If you don't use a ruler, I will make you redo the data tables. Okay? You also need to leave space for a graph. Okay? The example for the graph is on the back side of this paper. Okay? So right now I'm going to set up my data tables. So you need one data table for observations and another data table for the amount of colors. So data table 1. Okay, so I went ahead and put everything on the sheet. So you've got my data table 1 for my observations, then I've got data table 2, and then I have my graph all set up for when I get my data. I can create this bar graph to show my results. You need to have this all set up before you come to me for the initials and your pack of M&Ms. Okay? And it needs to be nice and neat. Okay, you notice my lines are nice and straight because I used a ruler. Okay? So when you get it all set up, bring me your ISN and your lab paper, and I will initial it so you can begin the lab.